Halloween is here, and today we're talking about a brand new game on the channel, DC Dark Legion. DC Dark Legion is going all in this spooky season with its biggest update ever. I just started playing, and today I'm going to break down everything you need to know. From the huge Halloween event along with Wonder Woman death metal to just simple team building tips to help you get started. Before we dive in, I do have to give a big thank you to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring today's video. You can download the game yourself today using my link in the description. You're not gonna regret it. It's a lot of fun. And we've got a brand new code, Halloween25. So be sure to use that for some amazing freebies. All right, so let's jump into it. This is the official DC strategy RPG, where you are gonna recruit superheroes and super villains to battle the Batman Who Laughs and his dark multiverse army. So the core of the game is straightforward. It's like a lot of RPGs, it's just very heavy on the strategy, and there are phenomenal heroes to collect. So you can see in my roster, I'm on my DC Dark Legion test server here. We've got loads of heroes and villains you might recognize, and we also have heroes and villains that get alternate forms. That's something that is just happening, and a big version of that is going to be with this Halloween event. So if we go over here, you can see I've got Wonder Woman. It says she's legendary, but actually if we click here, you can see if the Trial of Olympus was open right now, I could get the final resource I need to make her a mythic. This is a mythic version of Wonder Woman. However, with the Halloween event, we are getting a new variant of Wonder Woman, and she's called Wonder Woman Death Metal. More on her later, but she is going to be so cool. She is so strong, and she has amazing synergies with other Amazonian units from that Wonder Woman universe. Now, on top of hero collecting, of course, there's a lot more in this game or any good RPG, and this certainly is one of those. You can see here, we've got tons of tactical combat modes. There's actually so much content in this game. It is loads and loads of fun. And then, of course, a very unique thing to this game compared to some other current games in the genre, some of the other newer games, is they really leaned heavily into the base building. So you can see here, we have all these operation centers you can prepare, living quarters. These can all be decorated however you would like to, which I know for a lot of players is a ton of fun. And then we have your standard base building you may have seen in other games, though taken to a new level in this game, where you have all these different areas, the drone lab, the bio lab, the lounge. You upgrade these, and then these will have passive farming over time. You also will station different superheroes and supervillains in each one, and they'll bring different boosts, and it'll just help you get more passive resources for free on top of the fun active gameplay you'll be participating in. So you can see if we go to another area in our base, I mean, there's so much, right? Wayne Steel, Wayne Ships, Research Laboratory. I've maxed them all out, obviously. This is my test server. We got our two different Wayne ships here. If we go to this one, you can see currently I have appointed Batgirl and Robin. They are increasing my chip output by 60% because they're mythic, they're great, and they come with special boosts for that part of the base. So over time, you're gonna develop all this, build it out, and it's a very rewarding part of the game, as your investment into this will feed a ton of resources back into your account. Let's key in on these characters for a second though. There are so many superheroes and supervillains. I'll just scroll through slowly. I mean, if we click right here, we can see Cyborg, and this is something we're gonna circle back to in just a moment, but he's got these little icons under his name here, and he has all these different teams or factions he's a member of. So obviously, anyone that grew up watching Teen Titans like I did, he's in the Teen Titans. He also has a presence in the Justice League, so when he's participating in those different team comps, he's getting bonuses, and everyone from those is getting bonuses. He also has his specific hero type or character type that we'll go over in a bit, but you can see you're gonna collect all these guys and just expand your roster. Right now, there are over 60 characters. This number will be ever growing, so you're gonna get more and more of your favorite superheroes, supervillains, any characters you like from the DC Comics. Now let's talk about game modes. Like I said, there are a ton. These are just gonna be a few, but this is kind of your main screen to enter a lot of fights. Just to shout out a few, we've got like our campaign here with the Anti-Crime Network. We've got a very cool, interesting, almost roguelite element with the training simulator. We have a full roguelike with the Darkest Timeline. This is really tricky and really fun. We got Defeat the Dark Legion. This is like a whole kind of like server-wide challenge to take this on and conquer it. And then, of course, we've got some great arena. There's so much more to discuss. They're always throwing new things at you with events. You'll see that if you start this Halloween. They have a ton of stuff planned. It's not just Wonder Woman death metal they are throwing at you. There's like a ton of new features and new content coming along with this Halloween event. So if and when you're about to start, you're going to see it firsthand right away. The key overarching thing you are going to see when playing DC Dark Legion is the game's emphasis on strategy, synergy, and a smart use of your resources. A great place to key in on this and show it to you guys is actually a good place to transition into team building itself. So you'll see, there are so many cool looking superheroes, supervillains, and everything in between in this game. I mean, we've got frickin' Crypto. We love it. And actually, we'll start with Crypto. I didn't have this planned, but you can see he looks great. He's mythic. You can see he's got his ultimate here. The zoomies, he's got many skills, all this stuff. You can gear him out exactly as you'd like. But a key thing to note is going to be the things that appear under his name and anyone's name. So just like I said with Cyborg, you can see Crypto is a member of the Superman family. And then for his hero type, his character type, he is metahuman. So I've prepared an entire team that I think I can showcase this all to you very clearly, because there are a lot of hero type synergies and hero family or hero faction synergies that will really strengthen your roster's potential and lead to a lot more success in the game. And it's more strategic, it might be a little higher effort, but it's a lot more rewarding. So what I've done is, of course, I chose the Bat family. Batman's my favorite of the DC comics. And we built out 5 of these guys, and I can show you how they all work together. So let's click here and let's start with Nightwing. So he is from the Teen Titans, and he is from the Bat family. And you can see these come with deployment bonuses based on how many members from that faction you're bringing into a specific battle. So if you're bringing 3 members from the Bat family, their crit rate will be increased by 15%. If it's 4 members, it goes up to 18%. If it's 5, it's 24%. So this really helps your team building. But then there's a lot of double dip opportunities, because what if you also have a couple Teen Titan members that are also Bat family members? And that's exactly what I've prepared here. You can see with the Teen Titans, if you've got 3 Teen Titan champions deployed, that's going to be an increase in crit damage by 30%. When you get to 4, that's going to be an increase of 36%. And then if you can get a whole 5, if you're deploying a full team of Teen Titans, you're going to see those champions have their crit rate increased by 45%. So if I just actually show you very quickly, we've got Red Robin over here. That's another Teen Titan. And I'm going to bring Normal Robin, another Teen Titan. So wouldn't you know it, we'll have, for the battle I want to show you in PvP, a 3-man Teen Titan team. So we know from that faction comp we've prepared, that team comp we prepared with those 3 Teen Titan champions, we're getting 30% more crit damage for Nightwing, for Robin, and for Red Robin, right? So it's setting ourselves up for success. What I'm doing with this team comp is taking it one step further, because obviously these 5 units, we're going to bring the 5 mythic units, they're all from the Bat family. So Batman and Batgirl are also from the Bat family, and you saw our 3 Teen Titan team members were also from that. So now we're gonna have a 5-man team comp from the Bat family, along with our 3-man team comp from Teen Titans. So it's a great double dip. So if we look at those Bat family bonuses again, because we're deploying 5 Bat family champions, we're getting the max 24% crit rate boost. So Batman and Batgirl are both going to get a crit rate boost in this battle I want to show you of 24%. And then a unit like Nightwing or Red Robin or Robin, because they're also getting the 3-man Teen Titan boost, they're getting that 24% increased crit rate from the Bat family bonus, and they're getting the 30% crit damage bonus. However, there's one more symbol we have not talked about yet, and we can take this one step further. This blue symbol here is Weapon Master, and this is the champion type. So there are 3 champion types in this game. We've got Weapon Master, Metahuman, and Energy Wielder. And it's kind of easy to tell because it corresponds to the type of character that is from whatever comic or movie you know them from, right? So you can just see Nightwing, he's wielding his little electric clubs. That is a weapon, so he is a weapon master. But if we zoom out here and I remove this filter, you're going to see we can find a couple other good examples. If we click over here on Starfire, you might remember her from Teen Titans 2. We like Starfire. She is an energy wielder. So she doesn't directly have a weapon, but she has this energy glowing around her wrists, and that's how she's going to shoot her shots and deal her damage, right? We've got another example here. If we go to Queen Hippolyta, this is from the Wonder Woman series, you can see she's a metahuman. So this champion type corresponds to the units in the game that are more than human, right? They just will have super strength or something else. They don't need weapons. They don't need to wield energy. If I can scroll and quickly find Superman wherever he's hiding, obviously he's going to be a metahuman, right? So with these champion types, we get a whole new kind of synergy to look for and a new way to hunt bonuses. So let's go back to our Bat Family comp now with our touch of Teen Titans, our little trio of Teen Titans. Here, we've got Weapon Master. So if you deploy 3 Weapon Master champions, all their attack will be increased by 10%. If you deploy 4, the attack increase rises to 12%. And if you deploy 5, the attack increase rises to 15%. And wouldn't you know it, all 5 of the Bat Family members we're bringing are Weapon Masters. So Batgirl, Robin, we are not bringing Red Hood, though he would qualify as well. Then Batman, of course, he's the king of the weapons, and then Red Robin. So when we go into this PvP battle now, we are getting an attack boost for all our guys, a crit rate boost for all our guys, and a crit damage boost for 3 out of the 5 units we're bringing into the battle. We're really setting ourselves up for success by prioritizing our strategy and by hunting synergies when selecting the right champions. So let's go to a PvP battle now. We're going to go to our battle screen. We're going to go to Meta Brawl, and hopefully I win. You can see I'm currently ranked #1 on the test server. Shout out to Scratch. I don't know. Not other people aren't really playing right now, today at least on the test server, but I am, baby. So let's get into it. Let's fight the harder of the teams here and let's see. I already have my team saved from before, but you can see what we're working with. We've got Nightwing, we've got Red Robin, we've got Robin, we have got Batgirl, and we've got Batman. And that actually reminds me, I have one more thing I need to discuss with you. You can see there's their level. All my guys are at level 580 or 583, and you can see they have a little logo above the level. And these logos correspond to the hero or champion class. So this is the final piece of the puzzle. You're not going to get bonuses, but by deploying the right mix of classes and having people positioned properly in the front and back lines, you're going to succeed a lot more. You're going to be rewarded for putting in the extra thought. So you can see we got Batman and Red Robin in the front. Batman is a warrior. That's what this class symbol means. He's good as like a frontline defender bruiser. That's what this class specializes in. He also has very high tanky stats. And then Red Robin is a guardian. He's a tank. So he's just a straight up defensive, tanky frontline guy. He's not that kind of hybrid bruiser frontliner like Batman. But those two make up my front line. And then if we look at the back, you're gonna see I've got Batgirl in the middle. That symbol means she's a supporter. So she is a support unit. She'll provide a lot of boosting and support to the rest of our comp. And then on the sides in the back row, in the back line, we've got Robin and we've got Nightwing. And this symbol means their class is Assassin. And there's some really good DPS options for us. So we're going to use these two for a lot of DPS, a little bruising from Batman with a little tankiness, a lot of tankiness from Red Robin, and then we've got Batgirl in the back. So let's go in and let's fight and let's see if we can win and maintain our #1 spot on this test server. And we are tearing them in half. I couldn't exactly see who all their units were, but you can see we were just better prepared and we only had 1 unit drop. So pretty dang clean, and we rise another 10 points and our dominance continues. And I gotta say, guys, I've had to play a lot the past few days. This game, especially, I think from the beginning it'd be a really smooth introduction to the game, but when you're hopping onto a fully maxed out test server in a game you just started playing, it's an overwhelming experience. It's been a ton of fun, but it's been a crash course for me, and I think I've finally been putting things together. But part of that result is we are first in most things here on my server, which is, hey, better than being last. That's a great example of how team building is gonna work in this game and how you're gonna look for certain synergies, whether that be in the faction or family that you're picking units from, whether that be in the hero types, and then certainly when you actually go to deploy and choose exactly which units to use, which champions to employ in a battle, you're going to want to focus on the champions class. However, once you've got your roster built out and you don't want to use your head anymore, a cool thing you can do is just have it auto. Let's enter an anti-crime network battle now, and I'll show you another thing we can do. So this bat team is not the only thing I've geared out. You can see I've got other units here, but let's just remove everyone from the battle. And look at this yellow arrow pointing to auto. Let's click it and see what happens. All right, boom, mindless. Yes, for certain things, you're really going to want to use your brain and go full strategy mode. But for other things, you just want to grind through it and just conquer the game. And for things like this, you can absolutely just click auto and you're going to tear up the competition. I am insanely over-leveled for this, so do not read too much into it. However, it is a really good feature. The game is smart at picking a good lineup for that specific content, and you can see they did pick Nightwing over here from our Bat Family comp, but now we've got 4 new units. I'm gonna pick Fight, I'm gonna press Fight, and we're gonna pick these guys apart. That's how we can say it. I am super over leveled, but I just wanted to show you that yes, with certain stuff, it's really nice to think hard about it and perfect it. With other stuff, they have a very convenient auto battle button that auto deploys, picks your units for you, and makes for a really smooth, easy gameplay experience. So the Halloween event is not live yet, but it is about to go live. And I have a very cool sneak peek to show you of Wonder Woman Death Metal in action. And look how cool she looks. So, key things to know. There are going to be a kind of missions with the Halloween event called the Nightmare Stone missions. And as you complete these, you will be unlocking Wonder Woman Death Metal, along with claiming many other cool Halloween exclusive rewards. And you're going to get her for free, which is amazing because she's, like I said, the first mythic Wonder Woman ever in the game. And here you can see we got the Bonds of Sisterhood. We have all of the Wonder Woman family units going at once, the Amazonians. Very, very cool stuff. Let me show you that all again while I give you my final little tidbits about it. So with this seasonal event, with this Halloween event, with the Nightmare Stone missions, with Wonder Woman Death Metal, we're gonna get brand new stages, so new content, tons of new cosmetics. Obviously, we're getting the main lady herself, which is awesome. There's the ultimate in action right behind me, and then additional limited time challenges. So it really is a phenomenal time to start because the base game is popping off and we're getting all this extra stuff with the Halloween event. And it's not something you're going to want to skip. If you're interested in the game at all, this would be the time to start. So there you go, guys. A nice introduction to DC Dark Legion. I think the game is very unique, very cool. If you love DC Comics, this is definitely the game for you. It's an excellent strategic mobile game. And I gotta say, if you wanna jump in, Halloween is the best time. So download right now using my link in the description and be sure to use the special code Halloween25 for some free rewards. You guys can also scan the QR code you'll see on the right side of your screen if you wanna jump in even further today and learn more about the exclusive content creator program and exclusive creator rewards. I gotta give one big final thank you to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring today's video. Thank you for inviting me into your game. It has been a ton of fun. Now I am inviting you guys, so hop in today. Now get out there, fight the fright, and save the night.